So today we finally got a conclusion to the SSniperwolf X Jack Films drama as of about 12 hours ago. And I'm gonna tell you, this was served with a big ol' steaming pile of ass. This was such a disappointing and disgraceful ending to the story, but to be fair, we should have kind of expected it. And this has a conclusion that could rival the last season of Games of Thrones, how fucking terrible it was. But to give you like the brief ideas of what was happening, the brief lore. SSniperwolf is a YouTuber with about 35 million subscribers, doxed a fellow YouTuber named Jax Films, about 5-6 million subscribers, because he was a heavy critic of what she was doing from her reaction content, or lack therefore. He basically made a channel just to criticize her very heavily. Him and a bunch of other people have done criticism, just saying. And he also made a Twitch thing, a Twitch bingo, where he just kind of goes based off what SSniperwolf's done and tries getting a bingo based off everything that's on the board, obviously. And I guess she couldn't handle the criticism well, so she just decided to dox him, because that was the only thing that she could thought of, I guess. Instead of just talking to him and be like, yo, what the fuck, man? She decided to commit the only thing she seems to know well in her life, and that's crime. But today we're going to go over YouTube's version of it, and then we're going to go over to the SSniperwolf, and then we're going to kind of like talk about the points and stuff from there. So to start it off, we got YouTube. They didn't even make a post themselves. They just replied to Jackson's post that was on the 13th of this month, which is when this all started. This has been going for a week now. And they said that confirming SSsniperwolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps moves the convo to a better place. Now, there are two key points about this that I do want to talk about. First thing is the creative responsibility policy. In the last episode, I did talk a bit about the creative responsibility thing. Is there were people on Twitter that were going through YouTube support, and they were asking them, you know, like, just getting a general question like, oh, hey, what if I dox this guy because I don't like him? You know, what's going to happen? And YouTube responded with something along the lines of, if it happens off our platform, then, you know, it doesn't really matter because it's not our problem. It's not happening on our platform. They just got to handle that personally, you know, do whatever they need to do is next thing. Which I think it's fucking stupid, because she is a huge creator on your platform. I don't care if it happened off your platform. One, it's a hugely illegal thing that she did. Two, she's doxing someone in front of her Instagram for over 5 million people could see, which is fucking ridiculous. But going to their creator thing is here it says, as a YouTube creator, you should remain responsible both on and off the platform. If we see that a creator on or off platform behavior harms a user's community, employees, or ecosystem, we may take responsibility to protect the community. Which leaves you to wonder, well, why did they wait a week to actually do this? They just said 3 days ago that it doesn't matter what they did because it happened off the platform. That's how they responded to people through their support, which is really no surprise because of all the, you know, all these companies these days, like Twitch and stuff. They do all this shit with their creators. Like, they don't really care if you're bringing them money. Why should that matter? Which I'm really not surprised. We should not expect this conclusion at all. But the second part I do want to talk about, off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk and our community and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. So some guy heavily criticizes your YouTuber for putting lack of effort into their content and stealing the content themselves. You just act like you're essentially putting doxing at the same view as criticism. You know, you're saying they're both as terrible as they should be. Like, I get criticized every day, whether it's for making these videos. I could just walk outside and some guy may say something like, ah, you know, those glasses look fucking ugly. You know, I've had that happen before. What did I do? Did I dox them? No, I didn't give a fuck. I just went on with my day. It's criticism. It happens. People criticize you for the smallest of reasons. People criticize you from pretty big reasons, which is right here with the SSniperwolf doxing him just because he criticized her, which he isn't obviously the only one that does it. But then the next part about it is her apology, which is right here. I'm gonna read it word for word. It says, "Let me start by saying that I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jack's Film, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution." Clearly, she isn't actually sorry for this, because if she was, she would have made this apology about a week ago. Like, this, at this point, it doesn't really mean anything. The only reason she made this apology is simply because YouTube has demonetized her channel right now, and, you know, since she's not making any money from her new videos, Of course she's going to apologize, you know, she's been punished for it. Then next part says, Jack Films, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank you two for holding me accountable. I deserve it. I respect the decision and appreciation, the opportunity to learn and grow from a lapse of judgment. A lack of judgment? So instead of, you know, communicating them respectfully and, you know, contacting them directly, you decide to post their whole house to everyone outside of this view. Why? That's not a lack in judgment. You just didn't give a fuck. You most likely did not think you were going to get punished for it. You probably did not expect all this outcry. I don't care if she says it's a lack of judgment. This shit is still illegal. And to even just get demonetized at YouTube instead of getting deplatformed is actually insane. But obviously, that's kind of to be expected because she is the cash cow for YouTube. Because she does bring a lot of money to YouTube. So this is really what we kind of expect. And if we go to her channel, you could see that this is not a full demonetization. Her new video has been demonetized. But if you go to like her old ones, hello, they're all still monetized. So YouTube didn't even, she could still make all these videos, all this money from her old videos. But for some reason, YouTube decided not to fully demonetize her, which I think they very well should have. Overall, this kind of just shows that SSniperwolf's existence on this platform, it just goes to show like the level of corruption and incompetence and overall favoritism that YouTube shows and how they handle their creators and what type of content they promote. Because if Jack Films did this, I guarantee you he just would have got shot out of a cannon, you know? He would have been taken down right away. As the responsibility is, you have all these fans and you just dox them to the world. You show them that, you know, this is okay to do. And YouTube handles it in probably the worst way possible. They waited an entire week, same as SSniperwolf, to even say something of this, to even mention it. And when they do, they put this in the exact same page as it is. They say, we don't like our YouTubers, you know, from both sides doing this thing. So you are saying criticizing is as heavy as doxing, a literal crime, versus just saying, oh, your content is shit. How does that make any sense? But, you know, unfortunately, this is kind of what we should have expected from this, because SSniperwolf just brings in too much money for YouTube, and I don't know, just the blatant favoritism, and YouTube likes to promote this reaction content no matter what, because it gets views. It's what they want, because YouTube has lost like 2% of cash revenue over the last year or so. Unfortunately, I kind of wish there was a better conclusion to this story, because this is just some of the worst shit some of the worst scripted shit that you can write. This is embarrassing for the platform as a whole and for the way SSniperwolf handled the situation. So hopefully next time, you know, they'll do more than just call her into the principal office and give her a slap on the wrist. They'll actually, you know, just ban her from the platform completely. Well, you know, that's all I gotta say. And hopefully next time, there's no new updates for this. Hopefully this is just all it is. And if there is an update, hopefully it's her getting deplatformed. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you.